Hello friends, this is Dr. Neha Kakkar from Homeo Cure and Care. The topic which we are going to discuss in today's video is a mental health condition whose incidence and development has very rapidly increased in the past 10 to 20 years and which affects mainly the children and the young adolescents. The name of this mental health condition is ADHD. The full form of ADHD is Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Now, what exactly is ADHD? As the name itself suggests, ADHD or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder is the inability of an young individual to focus his or her attention to a particular given task due to the increased or hyperactivity of the brain and is also marked by impulsive and erratic behavior. What are the signs and symptoms which help us to identify and diagnose whether a person is suffering from ADHD or not? The main signs and symptoms which we come across in these kinds of patients are: number one, there is marked inability to fix their attention to a particular given task or core. Now, these given tasks or cores can be our daily simple day-to-day activities and also include a bit difficult activities like reading, writing or studying. Now, the simple tasks can include activities like brushing their own teeth or folding their own clothes or opening and closing their shirts button, and increased difficult activities like drawing or painting or reading, writing and studying. So there is a marked inability of an individual, especially the children and young individuals. They cannot fix their attention to a particular given task. The second important symptom which we find in ADHD patients is increased activity or hyperactivity of the brain cells. Now, due to this increased activity or hyperactivity of the brain cells, the patient cannot keep himself or herself still. Either their hands or legs are in constant motion, which is also called as fidgetity. They are constantly moving their hands or legs, or their body is shaking. So these kinds of movements are noticed there. And also mentally, the patient cannot keep himself calm. For example, an individual with ADHD has to attend a ceremony in some temple or a place where you need quiet surroundings. Then these individuals can be seen, just moving here and there, or talking to someone constantly, or poking someone, irritating them also. So these patients cannot keep themselves physically and mentally calm in any kind of surroundings. The third and a very important symptom which we find in patients suffering from ADHD is aggressive behavior. Now, these children or young adolescents who are suffering from ADHD will have aggressive behavior. They get angry and irritated very easily at small things, and in this anger they may hit people around them and also throw things around in anger. Also, due to their aggression, they can have abusive language. So these three symptoms of abusive language, or hitting others, or throwing things around in anger, can very much be found in patients suffering from ADHD. Another important symptom which we come across in ADHD patient is forgetfulness and their inability to retain things. As we have seen, there is increased activity or hyperactivity of the brain and poor concentration levels. So patients with ADHD cannot easily learn things and are also not able to remember any information. Now we see in ADHD patients these triad of hyperactivity, poor concentration and forgetfulness, which leads to their decreased learning abilities and also their inability to retain and remember any kind of information. Now this is also reflected in their academic performances. Children or young adolescents who are suffering from ADHD might have poor grades or poor marks in their school performances. Homeopathy as a medicinal system can very effectively and efficiently manage the different signs and symptoms of ADHD. We have many medicines in our materia medica which can very effectively tackle and treat these different signs and symptoms. If any individual is suffering from any one or many of the mentioned symptoms of ADHD, they should consult a qualified homeopath who will take their proper case and provide constitutional treatment to the patient. If any of your near and dear ones is showing or suffering from any signs and symptoms of ADHD, you can easily give a call or WhatsApp on the number provided in the video. For more content on health and homeopathy, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you and have a nice day.